Hey guys, I am coming to you today with your next topic for interactions and ecosystems. We are going to learn about niches today. All right, so let's go to the next one. A niche is, what is a niche? It is an organism's role in the ecosystem. It includes a lot of things. It includes what it eats, okay, where it fits in the food chain. Oops, that's a bad one. And it also includes where it lives. So it's habitat. All right. So these are things you need to remember. All right. Niches. There are three main niches, okay, that all animals fit into. Well, actually, all things, living things, live into. All right. There are producers. Oh, sorry about that. Producers. There are consumers. And there are decomposers. Or you can call them, well, and scavengers. These guys are put into the same grouping, but they are different things, and we'll go over that in a bit, in a few slides. Excuse me, guys. One organism can fill more than one niche, depending on the time or conditions going on around it. Conditions. Just as you can be a member of a sports team, a family member, and a volunteer at a food bank, you can fill many roles. You also may be an auntie or a brother or a sister, or you might have a job. Those are all different things, okay? So those are different niches. All right, when we talk about feeding ecological niches for wading birds, we look at all the different wading birds. So let's look at the flamingo. When we look at the flamingo, they eat stuff from the bottom. They eat bugs from down here. You know what? So do ducks. So do avocets, and so do oyster catchers and plovers. Since they're eating all those bugs, we're looking at them, but if you look, all species which live in the same habitat, no matter how many aspects their niches have in common, there will always be some differences that allow them to avoid competition. All right, so when we look at them, these guys are all eating bugs at different levels of the ground. Okay, these guys are right at the very top of the dirt. These are at the bottom of the dirt. This is at the top of the water, getting down, and this is the very bottom of the water. So they're just different ecological niches for all these different birds. Producers, let's talk about the first kind, okay? So when we're talking about producers, this is the first kind of niche. Producers are self-feeders that produce their own food from the sun's energy. Producers are almost always, that's key, okay, plants. All right, shrubs, grass, algae, stuff like that. They're able to capture the sun energy in the process of photosynthesis and convert it into sugars, which can be used by consumers. Producers make life possible for all other organisms. Sorry, that was my phone. Okay, so these things, producers feed almost everybody in one way or another. All right. Okay. Here we go. This is photosynthesis. When we're looking at photosynthesis, we are focusing on light. Okay, photo means light, and synthesis means to make or put together. So photosynthesis is to make food with light. All right. When we're looking at this down here, we've got carbon dioxide. That's what you breathe out, guys. Plus water equals, that's what this arrow means. This arrow means equals. With light can equal sugars and oxygen, all right? And the sugars and oxygen are what makes the plants grow. The sugars are what feeds them, all right? All right. Consumers are any organism which must eat other living things to obtain their energy and survive. So energy, okay? How do we obtain energy? So all the birds, fish, insects, mammals, etc., consumers usually fit into one of three categories. We're going to go through that, but think of this, guys. We fit here, okay? We have to eat other things to survive. What other things do we eat? We do eat vegetables and fruits, which are plants, but we also eat meat, correct? So we are a kind of a consumer. But if you look at the panda here, the panda only eats these bamboo, okay? That's it. That's all it eats. And so when we look at that, there's three, but we eat meat and vegetables. And then if you look at a lion only eats meat. So that's what we're going to go into right now. So consumers can be broken down into three other categories. All right, so let's go through those. One, these are, okay, so remember, this is still a consumer. Category number one, they're herbivores. Okay, herbivores are animals which consume only plants. All right, so pretty simple. We got deer and cows. Yeah, of course, right? Next one, carnivores. So remember, this is still a consumer. Okay, carnivores are animals which consume other animals. So they only eat meat. All right. And the last one, again, still a consumer. Oop, that's really bad. Sorry, guys. Consumer is still an omnivore. Omnivores are animals which consume both plants and animals. All right. So we just need to make sure you guys, I want you to make sure you understand, okay? There are only one kind of producers, but there are three different types of consumers. And then we're going to get into decomposers, okay? All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, make sure you email me or message me if you talk to anybody who's actually done this. I do answer back, all right? I might not answer you right away because a lot of you guys are messaging me at like 2 in the morning or like super early or something because you guys all have your nights and days mixed up. Well, most of you do. Anyway, I will get back to you though. Okay, decomposers and scavengers. So this is the third kind of niche, okay? Decomposers and scavengers. So decomposers and scavengers are a category of, where are we? Of consumers that feed on dead plants and animals. They're also dead. And waste. Blech. Animal waste. Products produced by animals, plants, and animals. So the key in here, guys, is to remember that everything is dead. Okay? These are decomposers and scavengers. Their role is to break down dead bodies and wastes into smaller pieces so the nutrients can be cycled back into the earth. So that means like compost. All right. Decomposers and scavengers. So here we go. The first one we're going to talk about here is actually scavengers. Scavengers are organisms that feed on dead and decaying animals that it did not kill itself. Okay. So seagulls would be that, vultures, anything like that, okay? Hyenas are good. They always follow around lions and then eat whatever they leave behind, right? The other one we're going to talk about is decomposers. Now, decomposers are smaller organisms such as bacteria, fungi that extract the last bit of energy from dead or decaying organisms. This is the key. Bacteria or fungi, however you want to say it. Okay, scavengers decompose. Okay, so the animal's already dead, and then now it's going to break down into the earth. I think you guys have seen that before. This is where mushrooms come in. Mushrooms are kind of like, they're decomposers, okay? I don't know if you knew that or not, but it's kind of cool. All right, got a few more slides here. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's our vulture. Okay, we're going to classify these, all right? What do you guys think this vulture is? Is he a, is he a producer, a consumer, or a decomposer, scavenger? And if he's a consumer, what kind of consumer is he? So, vultures never kill their own food. They always eat what's left over. So he is a scavenger. Is this making sense? How about a flower? What is a flower? A flower makes its own food. Therefore, it's a producer. How about a bunny rabbit? A rabbit is definitely a consumer because it eats other things to be fed. But what does it eat? It only eats plants. Therefore, it's called an herbivore. Herbivore. Sorry, I lost my train of spelling thought there. All right. How about a dog? Well, a dog is a consumer because he has to eat other things, right? But what does he eat? Dogs eat meat, they eat bones, but you know what? They also eat plants because that's in a good, healthy dog diet, in a dog food diet, they're going to eat plants and food. So now he's called an omnivore. Okay. How about a worm? A worm digs down into the earth and breaks things up. So he is a decomposer. Okay. How about an alligator? All right, he's a croc. You know what? I can't tell them apart. Well, he's definitely a consumer. He has to eat other things, correct? What does he eat? He eats meat. So since he only eats meat, he is a carnivore. Now, what about mushrooms? Mushrooms are, I actually gave you this hint. Mushrooms are something that grow and break things down. So they eat off of dead things. So the best way to actually grow mushrooms, and I know this sounds really nasty, but is in poop. And so if you ever go to a mushroom farm, they literally just take cow poop and then put it there, and then these mushrooms grow, and that's what mushrooms are. It's basically fungus that grows from poop. Yes, that is gross. And yes, you may never want to eat mushrooms again. But that is mushrooms. And that is the end of our slides. After you've finished watching this, I want you to go and do the worksheet. There's not much to do, so don't worry, just a few questions. And I will talk to you guys soon. Come on Tuesday on our Google Meet. We'll do a Google Meet every Tuesday at 11:30, okay? Just for fun. Get to hang out. Or no, Thursdays. Sorry, we're Thursdays. Come today. Thursday. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.